Next up is the Sabor 2 fight. It's actually hard to have a save for Sabor 1 because you are thrown into the fight as soon as you land at Deep Jungle. So it's a pretty short fight anyway, so we're just going to jump right into Sabor 2. Sabor 2 is a very tricky fight and is played differently by almost everybody. I'm going to show you how I try to do it and sometimes what I decide to do, especially if I'm in higher difficulties. Um, but first, let's go ahead and load. Now, the trick with this fight is that you want to get as much damage on Sabor and keep him stun locked as much as possible whenever you first get a finisher or whenever you or Tarzan deflects Sabor's charge. Sabor will open with either kind of looking at you menacingly or jumping to the side and then leaping at you, or leaping directly at you. So I'm going to do one dodge roll to the right and begin to spam fire, and if I have Sabor leap at me immediately, I'll try to parry the charge attack that's coming next. If he leaps to the side, I will probably get one or two fires in and then try to parry that attack. If he just stares at me, then I'm going to keep spamming fire until he decides to use another move. Alright, so he's staring at me, so I'm going to get 2 to 3 fires in. Oh, I actually got a lot more that time. And Tarzan actually knocked him. Alright, Tarzan immediately stunned him, which is pretty rare. Some runners decide to actually take off Tarzan's ability for that reason, but I like to keep it on because that was a useful case of it. And as you can see, Sabor really only takes about 3 combos and some fires, potentially 4 combos. The main thing is if Sabor ever jumps into the trees or into the bamboo, you want to just spam fire until he gets near you again. I'm going to go ahead and load the save one more time and show you an alternate way of doing it that's used in higher difficulties that is not ideal for beginner, but can potentially save you some time if you have a lot of trouble with this fight. So that, full disclosure, this is actually a strat that I came up with for the higher difficulties. It involves trying to keep Sabor within the area next to the loading zone for the camp, and keeping him stun locked there. I'm going to first do 2 dodge rolls to the right, and then I'm going to spam fire if Sabor doesn't immediately follow me, or roll towards the loading zone that you can see Tarzan in right now, if Sabor does follow me. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Alright, so Sabor didn't follow me right away, so I'm going to spam some fires until he starts following. Then we're going to get into the loading zone. I messed up the angle a little bit of my dodge rolls. It shouldn't matter too much. I can spam more fire while I'm waiting for him to use another move. And then I want to get one combo and start mashing triangle and throw more combos in. On higher difficulties, you won't kill him as quickly, and so you'll be able to do more combos and keep him stun locked. But that's the basic idea. It's a nice little backup if you have trouble parrying Sabor, and can still go pretty well in beginner.